My name is Caitlin, Customer Success Manager here at SONAR, and welcome back to WithSONAR. This webinar is designed to help explore tools and use cases to enhance your overall SONAR experience. Last episode, we went over our enhancements to the Key Market Insights tool, which is going to help monitor those markets that you already operate in or new markets that you're not as familiar with. This week, I'm going to highlight our recent LTL analysis and talk through how you can utilize SONAR to help monitor these trends. Now, to do this, I'm going to review our latest SITREP, which you can find under the top of your screen under the SITREPs tabs. And then this is going to be our most recent report, so it will be at the top of the section. Once you click within the report, you have an in-depth analysis of the LTL market and how pricing and shipping patterns are currently changing. So at the top of the report, this is going to break down those current market conditions in the LTL market, as well as which data set we have available within SONAR to help monitor these. So we have those main data sets at the top here. So we have LTL cost per hundredweight, as well as the LTL contract index that you can view both here and see those current values and some additional insight into what's driving that. Then we have DTS, which is going to be the diesel truck stop fuel on a national level, and our rejection index, so you can see overall truckload capacity and how this is trending. So it's going to overview those data sets, and you can also click on anything shaded in blue, and it will pull that data set out into a chart so that you can dive deeper into those conditions and get some further context. Now, as you scroll further through the report, it's going to talk through what is driving the current conditions in the LTL market. So it's going to start by breaking down, the fuel surcharge and how diesel and overall fuel have significantly increased year over year. So it's showing you the diesel values in 2025 and 2026, as well as fuel surcharge, and then the overall cost. So you can see that year-over-year fluctuation and also see the values behind that are driving these fluctuations. Then it's going to break down that rate composition, so how rate and class have played into these changes. And it's really going to go deeper into the freight class mix and how this has shifted in the last year. So as you can see, this is broken down by class. We have the 25 and 26 values as well as those changes. So you can really see, again, how they have fluctuated and get that additional context into what is driving these changes. Now, if you continue in the report, it's then going to look at those publicly traded LTL carriers and how they have performed year over year, as well as a brief overview of their strategies. So you can see overall shipments and weight, how this has fluctuated year over year, and how their strategy has played into that performance. Now, at the very bottom, the report is going to finish off with the overall outlook, as well as those truckload leading indicators that you would want to keep an eye on to see how these implicate the LTL market. So as we all know, truckload has really been on its head since the beginning of the year, and LTL has been slower to react to these changes. So this shows you what truckload indices that you want to monitor to see how your LTL business is going to be affected down the road. Overall, this report just does a really good job of breaking out which LTL data sets that we have available with SONAR, but also providing that additional context with these changes, what's causing these, what you want to monitor to make sure you have all aspects to make an informed decision. So whether you are an LTL expert or just trying to educate yourself more on the current state of the LTL market, this report makes it easier to monitor those conditions and track the potential effects. Again, this is currently available within your SONAR subscription and can be found under SITREPs. If you have any questions or if you would like to talk through this further, you can reach out to us at cs@gosonar.com or your account manager. We're always happy to talk through it further. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of WithSONAR, and we'll come back to hang out with me next time. If you have any requests for what you would like to see in future episodes, you can leave them in the comments below. And as always, I hope you have a great week.